We are back on the Cole LLC. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. I know you guys love this game, and I love it too, but there are things that are currently getting more love from me right now, such as the Binding of Isaac. At this point, I have almost over double the hours on Binding of Isaac as I do Cole LLC. I'm just having too much fun on it. But today is a very special video because, as you may know, I've been working towards a goal of hitting 5,000 subscribers for a fat minute now, and we just hit that goal. So to my loyal Cole LLC fans, I know there are a lot of you, but there is one person in particular who has been asking me to do a certain challenge for around 11 videos now over the span of about a month. I've been testing the loyalty here, and it's been 11 videos now of you asking me to try and get the fastest ONYX without using any golden weapons. You've been asking for a while now. So today I'm going to grant your wish, and we are going to try and get to ONYX without getting any golden weapons. This might take a while. I might not have a perfect run, but we're going to give it a shot. So that's all that matters. I don't know what strategy I'm going to use. I'm probably going to be Rusty, but we're going to be doing this on the Ultimate Destructor class on, I think the Tight Funnel might be good. Or maybe we're going to do it on the standard. Yeah, we'll do it on the standard. So what I'm going to be looking for immediately on day one is a close by chest. Like I said before, I have no idea how I'm gonna play this at all, but I believe we should probably use pickaxes because they are the cheapest and you can get speed and damage upgrades for them. So I think the whole thing that we're gonna need to do is to honestly just try and get as many upgrades as we can for them. That's really all I can think about doing. Maybe we try and get our quota off the start. Like I said before, we cannot use golden weapons. So if we do get any golden weapons early, then that is just going to be quite unlucky. And I have no idea how this is going to go with one-click chest looting. So we might have to steer away from that because I wouldn't want to accidentally pick up a golden scroll and use it. The person who's been commenting this, their username is Molly Moro. Sorry if I butchered your name, bro. But when I first seen this challenge get requested, I thought it was kind of stupid, a little bit. Sorry. I just figured it would be like it would just be kind of like a regular run if I didn't take any golden scrolls. But, you know, the more I thought about it over time, the less stupid I thought it was. And here we are. We're doing it now. So I appreciate the loyalty. And if you guys do enjoy these Cole LLC videos, I would highly recommend checking out maybe some of my Isaac videos. I am slowly transitioning into playing more of the Binding of Isaac. I have a lot of fun making those videos, and I think if you enjoy the style that I edit these in, you might enjoy those too. Because I'd say most of my videos are pretty much just background noise or stuff you could watch while you eat or sleep, and that's pretty much all they've been. I make these all for fun, pretty much my job at this point, and I've been trying to make a career out of this. So I would really appreciate you guys if you show some of my other videos some love. But enough waffling about that other stuff. We made 617 gold for our first day. I have no idea what day I plan on trying to aim for, and I don't know if anybody else has tried to do this either. So I have a little bit of a plan though. So since we're not going to be able to get any golden weapons, I figure we might as well try and get some quick upgrades for our pickaxe, right? Which is why I'm debating about getting the shoddy minigun instead of buying time. Maybe we should buy time. I'm torn right now. This is my first attempt at doing this too. So if you want me to try this challenge again in the future, and if you have any suggestions for how I can improve upon it, let me know in the comments. But maybe we just have to stick with the shoddy pickaxe and time. I think that might be the way to do it. We're also gonna buy some bombs. We don't really need platforms too much because I feel like platforms are really only good if you're not on Ultimate Destructor or if you're trying to grab golden scrolls. I see no chests for 10 million years. So we're gonna have to go for the nearest chest, which is right down here, and I'm gonna take the path of Cole. I don't want to mine any of these blank blocks because, you know, we're kind of min-maxing a little bit, and that would be going against the grain, I feel like. But it feels good to be back. I got my iconic crown on. I feel like this crown is my staple at this point. I am never gonna change this about my character. If you go back to some of my older Cole LC videos, I was constantly changing the way my character looked. I do that in about every game. Rocket League, Fortnite, when I used to play Fortnite, it was always the skin's fault. If I had a bad game, yeah, changing the skin immediately. But to be fair, I spent way too much money on Fortnite back then. I wish I could get a refund. Well, actually, I technically kind of did get a refund. There was a Fortnite lawsuit that came out. It was a class action lawsuit, and they paid out a bunch of people. I don't even remember what it was for, but I remember getting some money out of that. That was pretty goated. W Fortnite, profit Fortnite. But this is going to be a nice area for me to use my bombs. Oh lord, we just mined a blank block. This run is cooked. Just kidding. That is obviously a joke. But the last video I made I played 3 different Coal LLC classes, and that's kind of been the thing I've been doing, is I'll just go into classes that I haven't played before. I still have about maybe 5 or 4 classes I haven't touched yet in my whole 80 hours of this game. Don't be a gold scroll, please. Oh, no. We can't even use it. All right, well, that was probably the best gold scroll we could have gotten too, a minigun. All right, so I feel like this day is already kind of chopped a little bit. We've gotten no chests. We've barely gotten any money, I feel like. Well, maybe we've got a little bit. And the next chest is a mile away. We're not going to be able to get there before our time runs out. So I think I'm just going to try and mine the valuables for now. I'm torn. I'm really torn. But yesterday I had a mango and it really wasn't good. It was kind of a very fleshy mango, almost chewy, and it didn't have a lot of juice. So those type of mangoes I really don't mess with. But I ate some spicy ramen this morning. I've kind of been living off ramen for a little bit, but I've always enjoyed ramen a lot. So anime. That was really cringe. I seen this new MGK song that came out. It was probably the most cringiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's just him talking about a bunch of different animes. Kind of sounds like straight LARP. Okay, maybe he's not LARPing. It was just cringe though. But you know, I'm all for letting people do their thing, so I'm not gonna judge. 1.2k on our second day. That's about double that we had the last day. So we're obviously on a decent path. We've barely gotten any upgrades for our pickaxe, so maybe I have an idea. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but we should probably go the poison route. I'm gonna keep my shoddy pickaxe, and we're gonna buy the poison gun as well as some platforms. Well, 2 platforms, sure. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna plop 1 platform right here, and we're gonna poison up. And with the iron poison gun, we should be able to melt most of these blocks. I am gonna want to sit on top of that chest over there to the left. Well, I'm gonna grab it when we see that open up. But this is actually my new strategy now. I don't know how I didn't think of the poison gun when we first started this. But now we're gonna be in for some money. Let me see. Pickaxe speed, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted out of there too. That's why I kept the shoddy pickaxe. Somebody in one of my record videos asked why I dropped the miner whistle. The reason I dropped the miner whistle in those runs is to slow down the amount of upgrades that we get for the miners. If I have the whistle in my hotbar, then my chests are going to be more inclined to give me miner upgrades, and that is not what I quite wanted. I wanted upgrades for the pickaxe, so that's why. It's all about prioritizing the upgrades when you go for those min-max runs, and we're gonna need all these pickaxe upgrades for later on. These poison guns are gonna carry us for the start, and then when it comes down to it, we're gonna need the pickaxe upgrades, and maybe even some employee miners. Well, we're definitely gonna need the employees, but that comes like in the last couple layers. Okay, weird thing, I actually had a dream about Coal LLC last night. It was not quite the dream you'd be expecting. It was just some random friend that I've known for a while, and I'm like, it's literally a dream. I'm in a Discord call and they're screen sharing their Coal LLC. This is very vivid. This is all I remember about it. But they're screen sharing the Coal LLC and they're like, oh, I just got to the final layer. This layer took me ages. And it's this random rainbow, like it's literally a rainbow layer. Like the colors are RGB shifting, and their pickaxe literally exploded the ground when they mined. And that's all I remember. Maybe would be cool updates for this game. I actually am kind of sad because I haven't seen an update for this game in about 4 months or something like that. If any devs are watching, I need more updates. I really do enjoy this game. It's just, it's a bit repetitive at this point without any more updates. I actually just joined the Discord for it too, but we are going to make a fair bit more money today. Hardly got any chests. We got I think we got 2 upgrades for our pickaxe. I really don't know if we should be taking pickaxe upgrades or trying to get poison upgrades. Like I said before, I am torn on the idea of this challenge. And it also doesn't help that I haven't played this game in about like 2 or 3 weeks. Getting a little bit of rust. Speaking of a little bit of rust, oh no. We'll add time. We added the $5,000 time bonus, and I will also sell my iron poison gun. We're gonna buy the silver poison gun along with the silver pick. We're gonna use that to get into some chests, perhaps. We'll buy the basic water gun and also some more platforms. I want at least a stack. And it would not be very efficient if we didn't spend our money somehow. So I'm just going to buy 25 of these bombs and we'll just drop them. Drop them for the funds. Drop them for the funds, not the fun. The water gun, really not important for this layer. I don't even know why I'm trying to shoot it. We pretty much one-shot all these blocks. We're going to need to grab stone chests along with a layer shifting upgrade when we get to the new shop, of course. Give me this chest. Absolutely nothing out of it. Give me this chest. Player pickaxe mining speed. Exactly what I want to see. Let me see some mining speed also. Yes, some more mining speed. W parkour. All right, we'll wet up these blocks. Also poison them. This is going to give us a big boost in money here. Also, I forgot you can zoom out really far. There's a stone chest that just broke open over here. So we're going to go head over to this. We'll take the mining damage. Oh gosh, I'm fumbling. No gold scrolls. We don't want to see any gold scrolls. Are we able to even mine the blue layer with this poison gun? It's kind of crazy to think that in my gold weapon Colt LLC record, we would have had like billions by now. Probably more than billions, I think. I can't quite remember. But we do melt this blue layer, and our quota is getting absolutely torn up. I want this chest. I haven't even dropped the bombs yet. Let's just drop them. Oh wait, I just dropped them all on my platform. Rain down. Nothing out of this chest. All right, let's see here. Let's go into this chest real quick. We should be able to mine into it with our silver pickaxe. And at some point, we're going to absolutely have to just start targeting these pickaxe upgrades. Just like take our pickaxe and just destroy through the layers, just going for only chests. The golden weapons really only matter at the start. When you get to about the ruby area, that's when pretty much everything else becomes obsolete, and that's when you start using your pickaxes, which is around the time you get to the black layer, because once you get to the black layer, then golden weapons don't even appear anymore. Pretty much just out of the equation completely. And I gotta remember that I gotta play a little bit more zoomed in. I feel like when I play zoomed out, OBS just fries my bitrate and it ends up looking pretty chopped. Chopped kind of like this guy right here. Just kidding, he's very handsome, not chopped at all. I'll tell you what, my cat Pickle, if any of you remember Pickle, Pickle's chopped. This cat is the meanest cat ever for no reason. Biting me in the middle of the night for no reason. I'm just kidding a little bit. She's sweet when she wants to be. But a little rascal, I'll tell you what. We'll take 3% more wet damage. And maybe I did see something in the Discord about maybe mods. I should maybe check out and see what sort of mods people are developing, because that maybe could spice things up a little bit for this game for me. With me, I'm not really a sellout. Like, if my Colt LLC videos do pretty good, yeah, but I'm not gonna play a certain game just because my videos do good on it all the time, you know? Kind of like some creators with Among Us. I remember that. But I like a game that sparks my brain. I like a game that I don't know much about, and that is the whole reason I've really just been playing the absolute hell out of The Binding of Isaac. I'm gonna go into a little bit of a spiel about that game real quick. 250,000. The Binding of Isaac was one of the first couple Flash games I've ever played. Yes, it was in the Flash form when I first played it. There was barely anything to it, from what I remember. We're gonna sell our poison gun and our silver pickaxe. We're gonna buy the ruby pickaxe. So I'd say it's kind of fair to say that I've always kind of wanted to get into that game, but when the Steam sale occurred is when I really started getting into it. We're gonna buy the strong water gun. I did buy the miner whistle, and we're gonna put our money into some employees. Maybe only a couple of these guys, I guess. But that game genuinely sparked something in my brain that not many other games do. It's actually been a while since I felt this way about a game, but I have a lot of fun on there. We did not buy these shift rock layers. Oh lord. We also need some pickaxe speed. Oh no. I just used a gold scroll. Are we counting that? Did I just ruin the whole challenge? You guys can decide. I'll let you guys debate for that one in the comments. I don't even care. I'm not even gonna count that. It's unimportant. Well, that just gives me an excuse to run it back if you guys are really mad about that. What was I saying? What was I even saying? I have no clue, but we're gonna target a bunch of these stone chests for a second. I really just want pickaxe speed. Well, I don't know why I'm in this layer. What? Oh no, I just did it again. No. Why am I in the stone layer? And that's also another reason why I wanted to get into Factorio. I don't know much about Factorio, but I know there is a lot to it. I can't even take that. That sucks. Diamond electric pickaxe. Of course, the game gives me stuff like this when I don't need it, but I've heard there's a lot to Factorio, and I would love to get into it. It's just I'm so deep in Isaac grind right now. Every step of the way, I learned something new about this game, I swear. Like, there's still bosses that I haven't even beat. Like the Beast. Still haven't even beat the Beast. I've gotten to the Beast though. I just beat Dogma yesterday. Maybe I would like to know what sort of game you guys like to play. Like, do you like a game that really gets your brain going, or do you like a game that you can just, you know, chill on and play? Like GTA almost. I feel like GTA is one of those mindless games that I can just hop on and play. Maybe because I'm rich on that game. I can really do whatever I want. Like, I don't need to make money on GTA 5. So maybe that's why I would classify it as a mindless game. Just mindless for me, I guess. I don't know. I don't really enjoy doing heists on there anymore. I used to be pretty big into doing heists, and we are still not swinging very quick. I'm going as fast as I can towards any of these chests. This is honestly kind of like the pilot episode, I feel like, for this challenge. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Doom is also kind of one of those mindless games. I can't really speak too much on it. I'm not calling it for certain a mindless game, but that's kind of what I see about it. Like, I've watched people play Doom before, and it kind of looks like you just go around killing guys. Maybe when you put it like that, it could be classified as mindless. I don't know. I've always been into roguelike games too. I was just about to go into a spiel about Diablo 3. I don't know why I started it off by saying roguelike games. Well, I mean, It is true, I do love roguelike games, but I want to talk about Diablo 3 real quick. Diablo 3, oh man, Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls was a very beautiful game. I remember playing it on the Xbox 360 ages ago. I don't think I can even really talk much more about it because I don't even remember. But I remember absolutely loving it. The weapons in it were fun. The fights were really fun. It was kind of like my Souls game back then. I also wanted to try to get into Elden Ring. I talked about this before, but the very first boss in Elden Ring, the tree thingy, the tree spirit, the thing on the horse, I downloaded Elden Ring, played it, and I literally played it for a couple hours until I beat the first boss there, which, by the way, you're not even supposed to beat the boss. Supposed to literally just walk past it, but I didn't know that, and I was stubborn. Well, I've always been pretty stubborn about stuff like that. So I decided to beat it, and I beat it, and I never played it again. Absolute fumble on my end. And I only realized that you're not supposed to beat that boss when I watched Markiplier play it. And I only watched the first video of it. So still don't even know much about that game. Honestly, wouldn't mind playing it. It's kind of expensive, though. And it is on my old Steam account that I lost. 309,000 for this day. Solid day. I don't think anybody really would complain about 309,000 unless it's me. I need more money than that. That's not good enough. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, it's really not good enough. Okay, we'll take one-click chest looting. We'll shift the first 2 rock layers, and I will upgrade some of these guys to better statuses. That's the employees right there. Boom. And day 6 now. We start off in the blue layer now. So I should have. I'm not playing efficiently, which sucks. When I'm editing this, I'm probably going to realize a lot of mistakes, and maybe we can make this run a little bit more efficient in the future. But you cannot dwell on ideas like this when you are mid-run, because otherwise I'm only going to sell this run further. So we need to lock in on getting these chests. We have all the time bonuses that we need. We have the wings. We have a decent pickaxe. So it's really just all coming down to these upgrades. Getting all our pickaxe speed. And actually, this is another layer where the golden weapons were really important for my run. I would get a diamond electric pickaxe or a pink diamond pickaxe from this layer, and I would head straight to the black layer, and I would immediately get an extra 125% mining speed or damage, and that always played a big role in these runs. But we don't got that today. We can't just hippity hop over in the black layer and expect everything to be sunny. We have to stay in the red and grind it out for a little bit. 4% more wet damage, I guess, and the nearest chest is a bazillion light years away. Also, I got back into Geometry Dash too. I've just been really grinding games. I'm going for a new hardest extreme demon on Geometry Dash. My last extreme demon I beat was called Gravity. I don't remember what placement it held in the GD demon list, but I believe, oh, I can't use that, but I believe it is harder than Bloodbath, the last level I beat, so you can use that for reference. And now I'm going for, I believe, a top 500. I've gotten some pretty good progress on it. I've gotten 20% all the way to 60, and then I believe 60 to 100, so in about a week. So I've gotten the level in about 3 runs, which I'd say is pretty decent progress for me normally. I don't even know why I'm trying to mine this block. Yeah, we're selling the bag doing that. Wow, you can really see that it's been a while, huh? I am glad to be back, though. I do enjoy my large number games still. We'll take more wet damage. I've also been incorporating art into my videos. I've been messing around with painting or just drawing in general for my thumbnails, and I've been having a lot of fun making them. So my last thumbnail, oh, I can't use that. Gosh, it just comes out of nowhere. I just can't not. With one-click chest looting, it's actually so hard not to accidentally shoot the weapon once. But I've been incorporating my drawings into my thumbnails, and at the end of this video, I am going to put a time-lapse of me creating my last Isaac thumbnail. So if you do want to see that, I would watch it till the end. It's gonna be at the very end, like, you know, at the very end. I also did the same thing in my last video. There was a time-lapse for the previous video, so like 2 videos ago, I guess. And I also won $5 million today on Schedule 1. Okay, I'll go into this a little bit more at the start of the next day. But Schedule 1 also has been taking over my Fridays. As you may know, I record members-only videos every Friday, just as a special thank you to those in the membership. So if that does sound good to you, I would maybe check it out. I have a lot of videos in there. There's a good stockpile, so if you're ever craving more, that's always available. And man, I really have a lot to yap about. Like, I have a lot. 634,000 mid. We need millions. Rich millionaire. Still can't afford the next pickaxe. Oh, yes we can. Thank you. Diamond pickaxe. This is where things start to get good if they weren't already good to begin with. It really wasn't good to begin with, I'm gonna be honest. We'll go ahead and start day 7. Schedule 1. My last video that I posted last Friday. I went to the casino, won $80,000 there, and I really let's just say that I was very passionate about getting to 100K, and I ended up going broke. I lost all my money on there. Today, I made a major comeback. I have a mod. I only have one mod for Schedule 1 that allows me to increase my... Okay, this might sound very degenerate, but I have one mod on there that allows me to increase my casino bets to $100,000. That's the max bet on there, when normally the max bet is only like $5,000, something like that. So can't use that. So it's going big now. And I managed to get all the way to like 300,000, and I was like, all right, screw it. We're already so rich, you know. I'm just gonna knock my money down a little bit because I feel too rich in this game right now. And I ended up hitting $5 million on one of the spins, and that was absolutely ridiculous. I was like, this is too much money, so I pretty much lost all 5 million, but we still have 300,000 on there, so we're good. It was a wild ride, and I have a lot of fun on Schedule 1. That's one of the games that I can come back to every once in a while. Maybe every couple of months I'll do another world on there. It never really feels too repetitive, because I feel like every time I take a break from that game, there's at least one update that's new. Like, I believe they added mushrooms to the game, so that's a pretty cool update. I'd say we have enough upgrades and a pretty solid enough pickaxe to try and finally mine into this black chest. So let's hope for more pickaxe speed. I need to see 125% speed or damage. If we don't see either of those, it's chopped. Wait, I'm gonna drop the miner whistle real quick, and we'll pick that back up after. I'm pretty sure if I drop it, it should lower my chance by a lot for getting the miner upgrades, and that is tech. That is the tech location. My guy is shirtless. If you are new here, my character is very shirtless, and that helps him with airflow for the mines. We got 125% pickaxe damage. Not quite what I wanted. I wanted speed. But that's why we have another chest down here. Why did I say it like that? Down here? Down here? We are going to see 125% speed out of this chest. Otherwise, the world is going to explode. And everybody named Joe, you guys are safe from the explosion. So don't worry. If you're Joe, you're good. Except Joe Bartolozzi. You're getting exploded. Joe Bartolozzi has been in the hills. W reference. Let me see pickaxe speed, baby. Oh, y'all are lucky. Y'all are lucky. We got the speed. Now this is where stuff is going to start to get ridiculous. All the speed upgrades are going to start adding up majorly, and they're going to work in, what's the word? Coincision? They're going to coincide with our damage. W word. One time I was talking about the Godot engine, you know, the game engine that Cole LLC runs off of. I was talking about how someday I kind of want to get into making my own game for myself, just to see if I can do it. That's honestly why I do most things in life, is just to see that I can do it, prove myself. I feel like that's a good mindset to have. You should never try and prove anything for anybody else. You should just try and prove it for yourself. And that's the whole reason I wanted to get into making a game. And somebody in the comments said you should make a game and you should record it, and they said it would be edifying. I love that word. Edifying basically means to like take informational value from, or you know, something you can learn from. I think that's a very good word. And now I use edifying on a weekly basis, not daily. Okay, maybe not weekly. I can't remember the last time I actually said that word, other than today. We'll upgrade to the pink diamond pickaxe. It's not really a big jump in price. So the diamond pickaxe does 200,000 damage per hit, but the pink diamond does 500,000, and it only costs about 1 million more, which really isn't that much. We'll shift the rock layers, and I'll also upgrade some of these employees. Feeling good, like I should. That era of music was kind of crazy. I feel like that was around the COVID time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a lot of songs in the COVID area that I feel like just have a certain nostalgic value to them, but also have like a cringy aspect at the same time. Like 24K Golden, that song, Why You Always in the Mood. I heard that song recently again. I think I was scrolling on TikTok. I be doom scrolling sometimes, don't judge me. And I heard that song and I was like, oh wow, what a throwback. Give me this chest, 125% more mining damage. It's fine. We need speed though. Show me some speed. Damage, bruh. We should probably bring these employees down here with us. They can start doing some damage to this lair. But now we are at the point where golden weapons become obsolete anyways, so you're no longer gonna see me accidentally activate one of them. That's something I gotta get used to if I want to do this run again in the future. Also, kind of gotta try and remember what works and what doesn't. That's the whole reason my last record run worked out, is because I just played it so much. Like, I think I had 5-hour long recordings of me just trying to get the start that I wanted, or I would get the start that I wanted, and then I would end up fumbling. But those fumbles ended up giving me a lot of inside knowledge, a lot of the scoop to get me to the point where I could actually perform how I wanted, if that makes sense. Learning from your mistakes is basically what I was trying to say. Trying to get philosophical on these nuts. I have no idea why I said that. More damage. Now we are absolutely just straight butt blasting through this lair. And this is feeling all too familiar now. I'm gonna have to try and remember how I used to play this. Like, I'm pretty sure there was a targeted amount of damage and speed that I was trying to get before I ended up going to the next layer. I don't remember what values those were. So we're gonna have to kind of airball it. No, not airball it. Freeball it? What's the word? Take a guess. You know, pretty much exactly what I'm trying to say there. Oh, why did I just get a premonition of Over the Hedge? Like, literally, that squirrel and raccoon from Over the Hedge just popped into my brain out of nowhere. They're like, oh, you need to get 3,000% damage and 3,000% speed before you go to the green layer. I'm losing my marbles. We're picking up a lot of minor damage upgrades, and that's not what I want to see. No bueno. No bueno at all. So I'm throwing this thing in the dirt. We'll get another one eventually, someday. Now is not the time, though. All right, we are mining incredibly fast now. How do we do against the green layer? Not good at all. Okay, that's good to know. But we're probably gonna try and aim towards that spinel pickaxe. So maybe I should try and target a bit more upgrades before we start going into the green layer, because the green layer is gonna be our money layer to progress towards the next pickaxe. I don't think we're going to be able to get the spinel. Still mining in the black layer. You don't really get much money now, but mining incredibly quick like we are right now is so satisfying. Just hearing the ding, 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 ding. Just at 1,000,000 speed per second. Speaking of speed, we need to get sprint speed right here. Perfect. Double chest like in Minecraft. I got to get back on Minecraft too. I haven't played on my Minecraft hardcore world for my members only in a little bit. I've been so preoccupied with Schedule 1. And it's literally just been taking up all my Fridays. Speaking of Friday, it is Friday right now. So if you're seeing this on maybe Saturday, which this is probably going to go up on Saturday, then I hope you had a good Friday. This is going to be the end of day 8. We did pretty solid. I don't think solid enough, though, to get the spinel pickaxe, unless, I mean, these values are looking pretty good. Maybe we did get it. 121 million. We might be really close. No, we're nowhere near. Okay. That's fine, though. We're going to upgrade to the pink diamond electric pickaxe. We'll also, you know, maybe we should just put all of our money into employees. We'll buy the miner whistle, and yeah, we're going to do exactly that. All right, we were able to buy 437 senior vice president miners, which is a lot more than I actually expected to be able to buy. So we're going to go ahead and start day 9. I probably should have bought a better water gun, but we didn't, so there's no turning back now. Let's get these little rascals down here. They're gonna do a lot of mining for me. They should be able to mine into this green layer effectively, perhaps. And while they do that, I'm gonna go for a lot more upgrades in this black layer till we can mine it pretty well without using water. Which actually we are about at that point. Yeah, we melt through this layer without any water. So maybe we start going for the green layer now. Maybe we go help out our employees over here. Let me know if you would want to see me try this again, but maybe try and be a little bit more efficient. I always see room for improvement on these runs. I always try and leave a little bit of room for improvement too. Just like J-Shock has said, nothing is a 10 out of 10. It should only be 9 out of 9. Mathematically, it doesn't work. Philosophically it does. That's what he says. That's the goat right there. If you guys don't know who J-Shock is, he's a legend. We definitely need a new water gun. I don't know what I'm doing with this crappy little hunk of junk. I also need to be getting some more wet damage. Oh, perfect. I really have been on the grind recently, making videos. I probably spend, I don't know, probably around 8 hours a day. Besides the weekends, I don't really like to try and, you know, work on the weekends. I don't want to get burnt out. That's always kind of been a fear. So I'd like to take my weekends for myself, but recently I have been doing a little bit more work on the weekends. I've been grinding my butt off. Someone like me sitting at a desk and editing for, I don't even know, a lot of hours at a time can be pretty straining. I'm just like one to get bored really easy, but that's why I try and make it fun. Life's all about making boring things fun, finding excitement in the most plain Jane scenarios. So what I've been doing is every video I post until I hit my goal of 5,000 subscribers, I've been shouting out 3 new subscribers, and as you may know, we recently did hit our goal. It's insane that we reached this goal. Once again, I would really like to thank all you guys, but I don't think I want to let this habit, or why do I keep messing up the word? I don't want this tradition to die out. So I think we're just going to do this for a while now. I am going to be shouting out 3 new subscribers every video. Awesome. So shout out to these 3 people right here. You guys are the goats. And if you would like to be mentioned in the next video, I would highly recommend hitting that subscribe button. It helps me out way more than you might think. And also tune into the next video to see if you were mentioned. We made 5.3 billion this day. Huge step up from our last day. And we should be able to buy the Spinel pickaxe now. The Spinel electric pickaxe. Oh, how fancy. We are going to go ahead and shift the rock layers again. I'll buy the hoverboard. And I am also going to put all of our money into more employees. Able to buy around 13,740. Oh, that's definitely not what I was trying to do. 13,740 of these guys. Yeah, oh, well, maybe my math's off a little bit. Well, we should be able to buy around 144 more. Yeah, perfect. Now we can go ahead and start day 10. We are getting close to the ONYX pickaxe. Well, decently close. And I really gotta lock in and try and remember what I need to do now. There's gonna be a point where we need to start targeting Moonstone, and for the life of me, I cannot remember when. Maybe it'll come to me like an instinct, like a wild animal in a rainforest. And me and my friend just had this thought the other day. Imagine this is while we were eating mangoes. This was actually a good mango though. My last mango, like I said, it was really not that good. But imagine being a monkey in a forest, right? And you're eating all these, you know, trash bugs and whatever. You're just eating stuff to survive. Imagine the one time, well, this is theoretical. I don't even know if monkeys eat mangoes, but imagine eating bugs and stuff your whole life. And you find a mango. Do you know how life-changing that would probably be for whatever creature? Probably incredibly life-changing. What do sloths eat, by the way? Maybe I should look this up. Stay curious out there, guys. I feel like I'm actually kind of scared of sloths. Well, maybe not like scared of them, but I don't think I would ever want to touch one. They kind of give me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. Like, they're very fascinating animals. Don't get me wrong, and they're cool. I'm not hating on the sloths. I just keep them a little bit away from me, please. There's just something about them. Like, they have some monstrous claws. I bet their teeth have some poisonous effect. Like, maybe they could hospitalize you from a little bite. Do they bite? I feel like any animal with teeth bites. Yeah, that's quite obvious, actually. W observation. If this is a good observation, let me know. Maybe make me a biologist. Any biologists out there hiring? But if I get hired into biology, I probably wouldn't be able to make any videos. So maybe don't hit me up if you're a biologist. Unless you're a hot biologist. That was quite ridiculous. How many upgrades are we going to have to get into this layer before we go to the purple layer is the question. And how many more blocks am I going to mine before I lose touch on reality? Probably negative blocks. I think I've already lost touch. Well, we're going to need to get around E11 something. Or E12 maybe if we want to get the uranium pickaxe. So I think we still have a fair bit to go. Oh yeah. Maybe we should give the purple layer an attempt. And see what we're looking like for this. Oh, wait, we actually mined through it. We need to find uranium. Okay. See, this is the instinct right here. Immediate surge in my brain. Let me through, bro. Some of these blocks are too powerful. Some of these blocks got way too much aura. But this is what we need to do. We need to mine uranium in this layer. I completely forgot. Completely slipped my mind. We summoned the whole crew for this one. Also, I checked the Steam forums, and the first top comment I seen on the Steam forums was this guy saying they should add an auto mine button to the game because he has arthritis and it kind of hurts to mine. If you didn't know this already, there is already an auto mine. You just have to click the right click on your mouse and it auto mines. So if you didn't know this is good information. Use the auto mine unless you want to develop carpal tunnel. I don't know how I haven't got carpal tunnel yet. I would say I'm the GOAT and carpal tunnel doesn't exist in my body, but I feel like that would just be jinxing myself. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna wake up with carpal tunnel. I don't know how that works actually. I have no idea. Pretty sure that's just like a hole in your wrist or something. I learned about this in middle school and I haven't been fed any knowledge on it since. If you have carpal tunnel, I'm sorry. It must suck. I've had many wrist injuries before, but never that. Because I used to snowboard a lot, and I'd say I have somewhat of an intelligent brain, so when I fall, I try and catch myself. But maybe this is like the opposite of what you should do. I try to catch myself on my hands when I fall, and I got many wrist injuries doing that. So maybe it's not intelligent at all, actually. So I don't know what I'm even talking about. Can we buy the uranium pickaxe? That's all I care about. Yes. Wait. Ooh. We are perfectly on the number. Awesome possum. Yippee. Alright, wait, day 11. We might get ONYX before day 15. Sub day 15, no golden weapon run? I'd take it. I'd take it for my first time being back in a minute. That's if we can achieve this, though, so I'm going to need to not sell the bag, okay? This is exactly how many employees we are going to be able to buy. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Basically doubled up. A little bit more than double. Oh my gosh, I'm selling the bag. I still haven't bought the better water gun. We'll go ahead and buy the powerful water gun. The ungodly water gun is just out of my reach. Gosh, I'm an idiot. I could literally just sell like 8 of these guys and we'd be good. Oh, nope. It has to be like 16. Yeah, that works. Give me that thing! 11. Okay, what we need to do today. This is going to be a major upgrade farming day. I'm pretty sure we just skirt past the purple layer and we should go all the way to this green layer, which, holy crap, it is far down. Yes, we need to get tons of chests here. All the wet damage, all the mining speed, all the mining damage, everything. Did I just get 400% mining speed from that? I forgot how overpowered these chests were. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're dropping our mining whistle. We don't need that. We don't need that. You know why? Because we the best player in the game. We don't need that. I don't actually mean that. No ego. El ego. That was a Daquan reference. Sometimes people take me too seriously in these videos. Does anybody live in Baltimore? If you live in Baltimore, let me know how Baltimore is like. I've heard it's terrible. That's what I've heard. I don't have an opinion on it. I am not knowledgeable enough to form an opinion. I've never been. I would just like to hear some insight. I don't know why I'm asking about this. I don't have any intentions of going to Baltimore. But I was thinking about the Tugans. Also, what is a Tugan? Like a Jitolatugan. Is that just some preposterous word that somebody made up at one point and now people just say it, or does it actually mean something? I've also asked about Canada before. I've been told it's boring. I've seen pictures and videos. It looks very beautiful. I would love to go to Canada at some point. I want to go to most countries. My cat Pickle will escort me on these journeys to these countries, but that is down the line. He cannot afford. Also, on one of my Binding of Isaac videos, someone just told me that they were expecting a louder reaction from me getting a better item. I'd say I'm a pretty chill person. I don't normally tend to overreact in games like this or any roguelike games. Seeing a good item has it excites me a little bit. Never to the point where I need to scream or nothing. So if you're expecting incredibly loud reactions, then maybe this might be the wrong area. Depending on what sort of items I start seeing in the future. Like, for example, if you know nothing about Isaac, I know, if you don't want to hear anything more about this game, I'm sorry. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. There's an item that basically multiplies your damage, but also it just chops your fire rate. So, let's say for this pickaxe that I have right now, let's just say we got an upgrade, a chest upgrade, where it's like, okay, we'll multiply your damage by 4. But we're gonna take away, maybe we're gonna chop your mining speed by 3. So it would still be an upgrade from the previous time, but you know, it would just be a nice upgrade with a little bit of drawback. Imagine there's an item, right? There's an item in Isaac called Rock Bottom. Basically, gets rid of any drawback from any item. So your stats cannot go down. Like, you can't drop. So you'll keep your same fire rate, but it'll multiply your damage. That's when you might see a loud reaction out of me. Getting Rock Bottom, then seeing Polyphemus. Basically exactly what I just described. But I had to put it in Cole LLC terms, because this is a Cole LLC video. I know. We are absolutely going to get sub day 15 ONYX, but how sub day 15 is the question. I wouldn't mind day 14. I don't think day 13 is going to be very possible. I'm just not quite in the loop of things, I feel like, for that. Like, maybe if I had extended knowledge that still stayed in my brain. My brain likes to, one ear out the other with most information. I can retain information when I use that information a lot, but if I'm not using it, then it just goes down the gutter. That's how most things work in my head. It's bad. So I tend to get really rusty on things that I don't play for a while. But if I try and tap into the mainframe, then maybe we could just pull off a day 13. No, we're not pulling off a day 13. I'm sorry. We are absolutely not. That's fine, though. Day 14 is still on the table. We'll get the electric uranium pickaxe. And I'm just going to copy and paste this from my brain, not a calculator, I swear. We should be able to buy this many employees with whatever money we have. A little bit of leftover balance, but this is absolutely nothing compared to what we have here. So, doesn't really matter. We're going to go ahead and grab that miner whistle, and we're going to go to day 12. Day 12. What do I do? We might just have to chill in the green layer more. I don't know how well we're able to mine this yellow layer, but we should probably still give it an attempt. Yeah, not very well. Okay, so we need to go for more upgrades in this layer. That's obvious. I believe we need to get all the way to 4,000% wet damage and maybe around 30 to 40k mining speed and mining damage if we want to be able to make anything happen in the yellow layer. So we have a good bit of way to go. So I guess activate grind time. Computer activate grind time sequence. Alright, we're going to try and mine this moonstone block for the rest of this day. If we're not able to mine this block, then day 14 ONYX might not be on the table. If we are able to mine this moonstone, then we might be looking pretty good. I don't know. We're going to figure this out. We only have 20 seconds left, though, so we're gonna have to make this count. Yeah, we're not mining this block. This thing is not getting mined. Oh my gosh. It's like trying to break obsidian with the freaking hand. Well, that sucks. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we still made 17G. So how is this looking for us, though? Is that Moonstone Pickaxe territory? Yes, it is. Wait, hold on now. I mean, we're not looking bad. We are not looking bad at all. We should be able to buy around this many employees, hopefully. Perfect. Okay. That works out. We'll go ahead and get our miner whistle, and we can go ahead and start day 13 now. So normally for this day, when I'm on the Moonstone Pickaxe, I would normally try and go for 1 Moonstone from the brown layer, tapping into my resource brain. But as you can see, our percents really aren't that good. So I think we're going to have to target more upgrades in the yellow layer for today. The SpongeBob layer is going to have to be our savior. And this is looking like we're going to get Onyx on day 15. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be quite the day 14 run that I wanted, but I'm pretty sure that is just completely my fault. I forgot the order of operations that we need to kind of strictly follow for a run to be good. We'll get our revenge on this run someday. No golden weapon Onyx run. So I mean, it's back to grind time, I guess. It's shock o'clock. Wait, we actually managed to mine a moonstone. I didn't think we were even going to be able to mine it, but I guess I got enough upgrades, so this might look very promising for day 14 Onyx. So the plan is to basically put all of our money into a bunch of employees, and what we're going to do with the employees is go to the brown layer and mine a bunch of moonstone with these guys. We should be able to buy around this many employees. Boom. And that's a lot. Our excess money does not matter. It would be the tiniest fraction of what we have here. So if you're wondering why I don't spend this, is because it does not matter at all. It will make no difference. So we can go ahead and start day 14. We need to just straight book it all the way to the brown layer now. All right, and now pretty much it's just a game of having these guys do their thing. We need to kind of direct these guys in the right path towards getting all the moonstone blocks, which really shouldn't be that hard. I don't really see any though. What do you call an Italian with a rubber toe? Roberto. Get it? Please end my suffering. Well, day 14 Onyx with no golden weapons off the start might have been a massive success. Because as you know, how we base these runs off of is at the end of this day, it won't technically be day 15 till we click the start day 15 button. So when we get to the shop, it'll still be day 14. So that's how we classify the runs. And honestly, I think we made enough money for it to be called. I think we can go ahead all the way back up to the surface and end our day early, and we should be able to afford the Onyx pickaxe now. All right, end our day early, and let's hope and pray for enough money in Moonstone, which I have no doubt that we have enough. And for the grand reveal, 1.725G, it is enough. Oh my gosh, wait, it was actually kind of close. So that is day 14 Onyx pickaxe with no golden weapons off the start. I'd say we did pretty good. You know, I'm not gonna lie and say that the run was perfect or that great by any means, but for taking almost a month off and then hopping back into a challenge that I've never done before, well, I mean, kind of never done before, I think I'm pretty pleased with our performance for today. So this is where I'm gonna go ahead and call the video for today. If you did enjoy, I would highly recommend hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below, and maybe check out some of my other videos. Check back in for the next video to see if you were mentioned. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.